Hello, everybody. This is the East Coast Irish Yankee, touching base with everybody, and hope you all had a really good summer. I call this podcast Keep On and Keep Going. You see, it's a story about a really neat lady named Rhonda who came to visit her husband. They've been married 36 years. She never drove a car for any long distance, but she rented a car down where she's living in Mississippi, and she drove 2,200 miles by herself, kept pushing herself, kept going, because she knew she had a limited amount of time to spend with her husband. At one point on the road, she got a bit confused. She got off to use the ladies' room, the restroom, and she tried to get back on the on-ramp, but there was heavy construction going on. This was in the middle of the night. She backed her car all the way up the off-ramp. She was scared and stressed and, not sure she was going to get pulled over, or a car would come down, or a truck would come down that off-ramp and hit her. But she kept going. She got back on that highway, and she kept pushing forward. You see, she wanted to see her husband. 36 years of marriage, that's a long time. He's been down about 11 years, and she's been there with him through it all. Right now, she's studying to be a nurse. She's trying to stay focused on her studies, grabbed a chance to come and visit him, and she took it. At one point, she made it up to Idaho, tired and exhausted. She'd been on the road the whole day, a little stressed, hungry. She tried to find a place to pull over that night and get a room, get some rest. But she couldn't find a vacant room in the little place in Idaho she was at. And what'd she do? She kept pushing on. She went all the way so she could reach her husband in time. She spent 4 days on the road. She spent more time on the road coming to see her husband than she spent actually visiting with him. And, as I was writing out some of the notes of this to do this nice podcast, another prisoner, about 52, 53 years old, was sitting down. He said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I told him about this remarkable, incredible lady named Rhonda, who touched my heart. And he said, I have to tell you, in my whole life, nobody's ever loved me that much. Not my mother, not my father, not anybody. And I got thinking about that, and I said, I would want this remarkable lady to know that she's touched the lives of a lot of folks as I tell that story. I know she came here to visit her husband, but in an odd sort of way, she visited an awful lot of folks, some of which have got really nobody to come and visit. And I wanted her to know that that's what family and that's what marriage is all about. Up and down, thick and thin, no matter what, we stick together. So I thought I'd share that with you folks about this remarkable lady named Rhonda, who traveled 2,200 miles from Mississippi to come see her husband. And I want you all to know you don't have to be in prison to make a trip like that. Is there anybody in your family that you haven't seen in a long time? Is there somebody, maybe a kid, maybe an aunt, maybe grandparents you haven't seen in a while? Possibly you could make a trip and go and see them. And think of Rhonda. So that's why I call this Keep On and Keep Going. Thank you, Rhonda. From the East Coast Irish Yankee, I'm signing off to you folks. Have a good summer.